So, ladies and gentlemen, I have to adjust a little bit. I'm Vikas from Joint Dota, and with me today I have Bruno Carlucci, the genius from over the seas. And, well, Bruno, first of all, I have to ask you the question, what have you done with your hand?
Okay, right. So there was this honey badger. And you know, these honey badgers, they're really, really aggressive. But he had 5 friends. And I had to fend them off because the rest of the casters were behind me. They were like, help me, Bruno, help me. And I wanted to take a challenge, so I used one hand only, and I fend them off. Unfortunately, I got a little bit scratched, but you should have seen how they ended.
Okay, so honey badger attack. There's a little bit streaming going on the outside because there's like VG playing against Fnatic, and well, it actually looks like it's going to be a really interesting game. So, yeah, ESL. This is where we are at. So, Fnatic or VG?
As I said in the panel, I think BG is going to take this because they are more stable right now.
Well, I mean, like, they practice with Excalibur quite a while. I mean, like, he's with them for, like, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, something like that. And, well, like, never count VG gaming out. But it's best of 1, so it's single elimination, so it's really, really hard for them. What is your overall feeling of the tournament? Like, who's going to take it in the end?
My heart says Navi, but my brain says IG. They really are playing very well. And Navi has a really, really tough opponent in EG the first game. And they're going to be playing really late because we're a little bit behind schedule right now. So we'll see how that plays off. But if Navi takes that match against EG, I think they're Navi. They can take it all.
Okay, so Navi, well, it's a good bet. I mean, like, you never really can count them out. I'm like, about the ESL as a whole, I mean, like, there's a bigger screen out there. There's, like, the stadium filled with people, and as far as I know, like, 11,000 tickets sold, something like that. So it's really, really freaking amazing. Do you really like the event? What do you think you could really improve, maybe?
Oh, I mean, we could bring 50,000 people, but that comes with time. I think the event is fantastic. People are really excited. You have to look at how the players feel, and they're really into the event. You have to feel the crowd, and the crowd are super happy. This is like a great opportunity for European players because TI is really big, right? But TI is on the other side of the ocean, as you said before. So for European people having the opportunity, and also people, I've seen people from Pakistan, I've seen people from Brazil coming, which is weird because they have the World Cup, and like running away from the World Cup to come from Dota 2, especially coming from Brazil, that's dedication, man.
Well, I mean, like, not everybody's a World Cup fan. Actually, we had a little bit trouble of getting to the event the first day because everything was blocked with, like, German fans, and like I was like sitting in my car and I was like, please let me just through. I'm only here to pick up Holy Master. But yeah, I mean, like, I think it's really amazing for a European tournament. You have DreamHack and stuff, but even that, not all can attend. Sweden is rather expensive, and it's right in the middle of it, so it's really nice. So, what is actually your job here for the viewers that haven't really watched something?
Well, I am actually in the analyst desk, or as we call it, the desk, together with Red Eye, which is the host, and the 3 other analysts, which are Melk and fucking Mad, and also the other one that swaps is Cinder and Merlinia as the 4th one. My role here is kind of like help Paul guiding through the most analytical parts of the tournament, and also give a little bit of my insight, which some people would say it's colorful.
Well, definitely colorful is your suit. Maybe I'm mistaken, and it would be really, really hard for me if I would be, because I'm German, but isn't, like, blue and white Bavaria?
And we're in Bavaria, right?
I don't think so. I think we are in Hessen.
Hessen? I thought they get really well with, like, they get along really well with Bavaria, and they told me if you wear a Bavarian suit in Hessen, they will love you. Were they not correct?
I don't know. I have no idea about, like, this kind of country, because I come quite a long way from Germany. So yeah, 500 kilometers, stuff like that. And I was like, wait a minute. I'm bad as a German, but it should be blue and white. So Bavaria. But I mean, like, they love you so far, and I mean, like, who wouldn't?
I was trying to instigate, and I was hoping for someone to say, hey, what are you doing with these colors in this part of town? But people seem to not care, so with that, it pretty much means that I can wear whatever I want, and I will get away with it. So get ready for TI, because...
Is there going to be a new suit-up challenge?
I'm not sure if it's suit-up challenge, but for me, there's going to be lots of new suits.
So this is going to be actually pretty amazing. Like, speaking of TI, so you will go there as one of the panelists, as far as I know. And what else are you gonna do for Valve or for TI besides that?
Whatever I can with my time. There's lots of stuff that needs to be done there. And fortunately, this time there's lots of casters and personalities going on. So I hope maybe I will get a couple of interviews or something like that. Maybe just be in the panel. Not cast a game, I don't think. I mean, I enjoy casting from time to time, but it's not my main thing. So I'll just be there and try to be a host for the people that, well, they're not a host in the panel sense, but a host for people that are there just to feel that they're at home and they're a happy event.
Like you also hosted the DreamHack, or co-hosted, together with like James and the entire Good Studio. I've seen Lumi here. I mean, we had him on the couch earlier. Why didn't you just like did this as a whole kind of family trip and took the entire studio here? I mean, like it's rather close.
Well, I mean, it's not me who chooses the talent, right? It was ESL, so they invited me to come along here. The rest of the guys understandably wanted to stay because we're flying to TI next week. And flying takes a lot out of you. Like even coming back from Yon shopping at DreamHack, which is a 3-hour drive to Stockholm, really drained us all. So, I mean, if they can stay at the top of their shape, better for them.
I mean, like it was quite exhausting for you. Like you were running around. You were there when it started, and you were there when it ended, and a little bit longer. So yeah. Actually, I wanted to talk a little bit about like after TI and stuff like that. What do you have in plan? Like, if you can reveal that far?
Well, it's not that I can't reveal, but realistically, there are so many things that we can do that I don't want to say anything for sure, for fear that eventually I won't do that and go doing something else. Of course, I will keep around. We want to create more content. We want to do more content, either whether if it's tournaments or just shows like the Good Show or stuff like that, more fun. And maybe bring some other people as well, because that's what we are all about. I mean, me and James, it's bringing new people, working together with them, just make them grow, and it's really, really fun.
Okay, switching a little bit more to like specifically Dota-related questions. At TI, it was like the no-leg strat that was rather successful. Actually, I had the question. Fuck, I ruined it because I wanted to ask like, yeah, will we see another no-leg strat at TI?
Maybe we'll see a no-hand strategy.
Okay, that would be a new one. But I mean, like, the current meta seems to be a lot about like getting some tanky cores and being rather mid-game orientated. The Chinese play it a little bit differently. They are orientating rather for late game. They're really afraid to make mistakes. You see this especially like Chinese against Chinese. They're like it's back to TI2 basically all over again. But yeah, what is your take on the so-called metagaming?
I think more than ever we will see teams actually having their style. We were talking, for example, how Alliance plays the Nature's Prophet so well, and that's what won them DreamHack. And no team so far at ESL has picked the Nature's Prophet. And then we see, for example, Vici Gaming and IG bringing the Death Prophet and Pugna, picks that you rarely see in the Western scene. So we will see a lot of teams bring in their own style, and it's only possible because this metagame is so balanced right now that anyone can play whatever they want and get away with it.
Well, I mean, like, it's kind of weird because I think I haven't really seen a Chinese team that regularly pick up the Wisp. So, why do you think it is?
Wisp, as every hero, has their strengths and their disadvantages. It forces you to play in a certain way. For teams that have practice with it, it's really good. But at the same time, if it puts you at an uncomfortable position and you're better with something else, why just not go for the safe thing? Wisp, if you don't do it exactly how you're supposed to be, can lose you games. And the Chinese teams, they just don't want to risk it.
Yeah, man, like especially like with the latest nerf with like the no stun, which kind of kicked Chaos Knight out of the meta as well. I wait for his return. I think like Ice Frog has been balancing really well in the last patches. Pretty much most notably, we're like 6-8-0, pretty much where suddenly everything was viable, and it never felt like that before.
Not everything. There's still the Space Cow. I miss the Space Cow.
I mean, like Cloud9 was running it when they were speed gaming, I guess, but it was 6-7-9. I'm not sure, but it was before the change to the ultimate, yeah. But I mean, like maybe we will see him coming back.
Hopefully.
So yeah. Actually, I'm kind of all out of questions. I mean, like
I'm all out of answers.
You're all out of answers.
I'm all out of answers, so that's perfect for us.
Okay, then. What could I ask? Oh yeah, your telephone number. It's really important. We need on a big screen so all the ladies can call you. But yeah, you can give it to me in private, and we will edit it in and stuff like that. But yeah, you get now 30 seconds to like 1 minute, and you like, I don't know, insult James, love James, insult random people, insult me. You don't have to insult. You can also give shoutouts or just leave your Twitter.
Yeah, no, it's I'm actually really lucky to be here. I'm really looking forward to be at TI as well. I think that's most important about this. It's all about the crowd, all about the audience. People are getting getting to experience these kind of things. Big stadiums filled up with a huge crowd, and for some of them, maybe they don't realize that 3-4 years ago, no one would have dreamed of this. This is an amazing time for esports, and it can only get better. So, looking forward to see you guys at TI4. And if you want to see me on Twitter, you just have to follow @Statsman Bruno, and that's me. Maybe I'll stream someday. I don't stream for now.
Well, you have quite a good win rate, if I recall. It's like 57%, so you're not the worst player.
I'm not that bad. I'm not that bad.
Upcoming pro player, trust me.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. This was Vikas, and see ya.